So let me ask a question with a little bit of a twist in it. How significant is branding for individual research analysts, and how important is social media like LinkedIn, like Twitter, and all the rest?
I mean, people have built entire careers from obscurity into that, from becoming social media presences and blogging, and then starting wealth management firms, and so there's careers to be made from doing that. And that social aspect is as you say is so very important. It always has been, right? Even on Wall Street, right? I mean, the obsession that goes into getting at the top of the rankings, right? Is the amount of lobbying that goes on with your clients to get the votes is a joy to behold. As a journalist, there's always lots of fun stories around that. But I mean, the thing with the regulatory aspects of the last few years, though, is that we've effectively tied both hands behind their back for Wall Street analysts in doing that sort of thing.
Certainly, right? On the sell side.
Right, on the sell side, that back and forth, the idea that someone can call up an analyst and get a little bit of extra stuff, that is verboten, right? That is firing a fence. The trading huddles that Goldman was doing, they're verboten. What is it? Mark Miney at Citigroup got fired for saying to a journalist, "I'm not sure. I think maybe someone might. Google might beat my forecasts." That firing offence, right? So the notion that you can have a back and forth on the sell side is not acceptable anymore.
We don't even talk about whisper numbers anymore. That's just gone away. There was a website some years ago, whispernumbers.com.
Right.
You could literally find out.
It's called Reg FD. So.
That's right.
Put a stake through that vampire. But basically, you can get market color away from the big broker dealers, especially in bonds. There's a lot of new electronic trading platforms where they will provide color, whether it's market access. And some of the others, even Bloomberg, you get some color, and FactSet is another one, maybe SNL too. So really in this day and age where everything's sort of more transparent, it's a sharing generation, you could get a lot of information, even talking to your old buddies that are at different firms, especially if you want runs and things of that nature, or just feelings on the flows. So, I think the traditional players that we all grew up at on the sell side, they're adapting and they're becoming intellectual capital heavy, balance sheet capital light. They're out of the prop trading businesses and they're trying to get rid of the residual balance sheets. Like Goldman Sachs has a lot of debt on its balance sheet for the 2000s prop trading environment that they'll never monetize. Not many people know that. They're trying to just walk home the bonds, as they say, and do buybacks and calls when they can. So everyone is trying to get out of the balance sheet business. The only company that wants to lend money is like Morgan Stanley, Global Wealth Management, because the only business that's worth lending to is to wealthy people who don't even need the money really. But at least you'll get the money back and you can charge them a fee. And that was the old J.P. Morgan model from the turn of the 1900s. Lend money to people who don't need it, but charge them dearly when they're desperate. And that's what's the key going forward for a lot of these global wealth management firms.